Hello and welcome everyone to your insider's look at what's happening with our latest United Way Family Center. A few weeks ago, in keeping with COVID precautions, we held a small groundbreaking ceremony for our third such center in Columbia, Maryland. Of course, we would have loved for you all to be there for that particular session, but we recorded it so that you can join us in celebrating this outstanding achievement. In a few moments, you'll see a video from that particular event. To a person, each of our honored guests shared just why this new family center is so essential for Howard County and what it will bring to families that reside there, as well as the local economy. Like we do before starting any program to help our neighbors, we did a very deep dive. We looked carefully into the data surrounding the need for affordable and accessible childcare in Howard County. And it was no surprise that the need was incredibly great. We also had multiple conversations with other nonprofits, as well as other community leaders, about how to best meet the needs of Howard County families with children. And so we listened carefully, very intently, to what they said would be needed truly to change things and make things better for those who every day face obstacles to affording the basics that we all, in many cases, take for granted: housing, food, healthcare, transportation, childcare, etc. So what they shared with us built the foundation of our newest United Way Family Center in Columbia, which will be conveniently, by the way, located in Columbia Gateway, the business park. And we are so thrilled to once again meet a pressing need in the communities that we serve, because that's what we do here at United Way. At United Way, for almost 100 years, has provided what's needed, where it's needed, when it's needed, to help our neighbors, as well as the neighborhoods that they call home. And so the cost of living in Maryland is, as many of you on the call today know, is high. And it is particularly high in Howard County. So many families in this area struggle every single day just to be able to afford a safe and secure place to call home, to put decent food on the table, and to make sure that their children are in safe care while they're hard at work every single day. And childcare for two in Howard County runs on average about, get this, $2,000 a month on average. When it comes to childcare and early childhood education, we have a proven track record in this particular arena. Our first family center, which some of you are aware of, is located in South Baltimore, has been incredibly successful in putting children and their families on a path to a better life. So much so, I would add, that it has received national and yes, even international recognition for its success. And we looked at the needs in that particular community in South Baltimore, and that center serves teen moms and dads so they can concentrate on their studies and graduate from high school, instead of having to make the very tough call, very tough choice to stay home instead of take care of their child. And we'll soon be opening yet another family center as part of our neighborhood zone offerings in the West Baltimore community of Poppleton. Like all of our work, our family centers truly change lives. Thanks to people like you who are on this call today, who care about the health and vitality of our neighbors, our residents, we can continue our excellent work in the community. We are so grateful for your support and your trust in us. We don't take that for granted. Before we roll the video, I want to take just a moment to thank those who have made this family center a reality. What you see here are all the organizations and companies that have signed on to make life just a bit easier and more affordable for families in Howard County. Their generous support is truly testament to the critical importance of this initiative. And we really appreciate our long-standing partnership with Howard County Executive Calvin Ball and his wonderful team, great partners, as well as the Community Development Block grants that are financed by the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development and awarded to us by Howard County government for this particular project in Howard County. And on behalf of United Way and the parents that this family center will serve, I want to thank Corporate Office Properties Trust, or COPT, for building this center right in the backyard of their Columbia headquarters, and as well for their long-standing and much appreciated, very productive partnership with us here at United Way of Central Maryland. They've donated the land for this family center, as well as construction costs for the core building efforts. I also want to recognize as well as thank Whiting Turner, general contractor that's serving on this project, for their time and their wonderful efforts, and all those who believe in our ability to provide what's needed, where it's needed, and particularly in these times when it's needed, and in the promise of this new United Way Family Center. And now I'd like to share a video from the groundbreaking event that we held, where you'll hear from some of our other partners in this project.
According to the 2018 Alice report, 28% of Howard County households struggle to afford the basics in life, including housing, childcare, transportation, food, and health care. And 26% of these households are families with children. Our investment in this center is an investment not only in our children and our families, but an investment in our families' health, our community's health, our economic vitality, and an investment in our future. Together, we can create childcare options to ensure that our residents have the resources, support, and the care that they need to not only survive, but to thrive.
Here in Howard County, there's a great need for affordable childcare, especially in the early ages. In Howard County, many of our residents can use up to 20% of their income for childcare, which is twice the national average of about 10%. As a former educator and as county executive, I recognize how education is the most democratizing entity ever. It helps not only break down barriers, but create access and opportunities for current and future generations. So partnering with the United Way on this initiative was a no-brainer.
The United Way Central Maryland's Family Center in Howard County was incredibly important for our hospital. When we look at reliable and affordable childcare, it's probably one of the most important factors in engaging our staff. And we feel if they have reliable childcare, then that provides a stability in the family, which translates into increased productivity and engagement at the workplace. The United Way of Central Maryland has a proven track record of being able to deliver programs that are incredibly impactful to the community. And this one specifically in our community of our hospital is incredibly important because it's not only helping provide stability to families that work at our hospital, but also those that we end up caring for in our hospital. So it's really a win-win partnership all the way around.
This project is so exciting for me because it's going to bring about so many opportunities for parents and their children to be able to be afforded opportunities for early childhood education. This project here is one of many I hope to come for many parents who are impoverished and they don't have access to transportation in a way that can get them the opportunities that they seek for their children, that mothers dream of. For example, we've had parents who could not go to work because they didn't have access to childcare that would provide them with the quality education that their children would receive because they couldn't get to it. So a job opportunity could go by the wayside for impoverished families that don't have a car, or and if they're not on a main bus route, they lack the opportunity to get to work or to find work. This family center is on a bus route. And so this will provide that level of access that parents so definitely need in order for them to seek work, get work, and maintain work. I'm just excited that the United Way is a collaborative partner with Just Living Advocacy.
The W.R. Grace Foundation does work throughout the United States and Canada to support initiatives to improve quality of life in the communities where we operate. Here, we love the effort that United Way is undertaken here in Howard County with the Family Center. I think it's going to be a real win-win for both employers and employees. When you think about it as a parent, you've got your young child, you're looking for a place that's safe, reliable, affordable, but also is going to give the child a chance to develop. And with the program being developed here, it should give these kids a great start, before they actually enter into their more formal education in the years to come.
We began the discussion a few years ago about the importance of answering the questions around how to provide affordable and accessible childcare to the people who need it in the county. And because we're regional, we began to look at the great work that the United Way was doing in other jurisdictions. We knew the United Way had the expertise, we knew they had the experience, and they had the compassion. They were listening, they were willing to come in and have the conversation with us. And so we began to have those conversations, and we matched what we knew was here in Howard County in the need and the data, and the conversations just kind of blossomed with the partnering with the experience of the United Way. This center in this environment, in this community in Columbia, will be one that is affordable and accessible to them on a bus route, on easily traveled routes in terms of accessibility if you own a car, but also to businesses and the vibrancy of the workforce that is right here in this community, to have something close by if you're going to work where you can drop your child off and you know that they're cared for in a quality way and they're learning. And so we're looking at it making a difference across equity measures, in that children who we know get an early start at education and quality child care are better off in the long term. And so our goal is to close achievement gaps and equity gaps, and this is going to do a lot of that, including keeping kids healthy during the day and safe.
We're thrilled to be a part of this project, acting as developer and donating the land and managing the construction process. It's a key component of our corporate responsibility. We always give back to the communities where we live, where we work, where we own properties. Our corporate headquarters is right around the corner here, so this project takes on added significance for us. We have a long history of supporting United Way and partnering with United Way on significant projects like the playground in Baltimore, and this is just an extension of what's been a very fantastic relationship over the years.
We're so excited to be here on this site to break ground for our third United Way Family Center. At United Way, we provide what's needed, where it's needed. And together we can create the kind of change, the long-lasting, sustainable change that really does improve the well-being of children, families, businesses, and our local economy.
I know it's drizzling and I know it's cloudy, but trust me, right here the sun is shining, because anytime we can bring necessary, needed, and deeply wanted services to this community, it is a bright day.
Good morning. I'm Heather Chapman, Vice President of the United Way Neighborhood Zones. In our neighborhood zones, we listen, learn, and respond. We learn what's being done, where the assets and gaps are, and then we co-create solutions with residents and partners, building on assets and filling gaps. In the video we just watched, we witnessed tremendous partnerships that have worked together to make this family center come to life. I'm also so incredibly happy to see so many of our partners that we on this call today that we listened to and learned from. And this really helped us to co-create this solution here in Howard County. So thank you all so much for being a part of this, such an incredibly important part of this work. So very shortly, we know that you have questions. There will be an opportunity for a brief Q&A in just a little while. So please enter any questions you may have in the chat box. So you've already heard a brief overview of our Family Center, but I'd like to share with you just a little more information of why this Family Center is so important and unique in several different ways. The Family Center will encourage educational, social, and economic advancement in the county with our families and with our children. The Family Center provides early childhood education, but not just any early childhood education, quality and safe early childhood education. It's so important for our parents to be able to drop their children off in a space where they're able to not have to worry about their children during the day when they're going off to work. Honestly, it's very priceless. And not only in a space that is providing quality early childhood education that's using mandated Maryland State Department of Education curriculum approved by them, but also with staff that has quality training and that understands the importance of building quality attachment between parents and children, and just how important it is for parents to be their child's first teacher. And so it's really important, and we'll do everything we can to make sure that we're supporting parents to be their child's first teacher. In addition to this, we know that parents can't pour into their children from an empty cup. And so as much as we love children, and we all love children, it's important to make sure that our parents are wrapped and that they're supported as much as possible. And so we'll do that at the center with the support of a licensed social worker and all of our staff as well. And so, it's important that our parents are, we're meeting our parents wherever they are with whatever they're coming with and on their own terms. And so as our parents are coming to the center, we'll be making sure that we're supporting them in whatever areas that they want support in. So whether that's budgeting, if they want short-term counseling, we may have families that are underemployed, that are unemployed, that need help finding jobs, that need connection to additional resources in whatever area that is. And so we have that licensed social worker who will help to connect that family to resources to provide that short-term solution-focused counseling. And so we'll wrap those parents, but not just those parents, we're a multi-generational model. And so if there are other family members that are living in that home, and we know that this day and time with the cost of housing, that happens often, we have multiple family members living in one home, we're here to wrap that entire family. So if there are aunts and uncles, if there are grandparents living in that family, in that home, we'll make sure that we're there to help support whoever's living in that entire home to help to wrap them. And so the Family Center will be serving 76 infants and children ages 8 weeks to 4 years old, and at below market rates for low-income families. But also there'll be families who will be paying just slightly below market rate as well. We will be accepting childcare scholarships / vouchers. And this is really important because we know that there are families who can't afford to pay out of pocket and that do qualify for childcare scholarships. So it's important that if they qualify, that we are able to accept those scholarships. And that for our staff that we share that will be highly qualified, we'll be providing full benefits for those staff that will be working on site. And so we'd love to show you the space. This is the rendering of the new United Way Family Center. They're in Howard County in Columbia that will be serving the entire county. If you live or work in the county, we'll be able to provide space to you within that slot of 76 infants and children. And so as you can see here, it's going to be a great facility, a brand new facility, thanks to our partners. And so we'll also have a playground that's right adjacent to the playground, and it's slated to open at the end of this year. So before we move to the Q&A portion, I just want to add that we're on a very ambitious schedule. And we couldn't do it without the support and trust of the community and our partners. Everything that we heard in the video, and also all of our partners that are on this call, and some that couldn't make it today. There are also many ways you can support this critical initiative that will help so many families in Howard County. And so funds will be raised. Any funds that are raised will go towards interior construction and systems, as you've heard that it's slated to be constructed soon. Furniture and fixtures for the room. So we know that we need cribs and changing tables and nice chairs and learning areas for our children to develop developmental toys, educational materials for our children, supportive equipment and technology, adaptive equipment, playground construction and equipment as well. And so you can go to the link that you see on your screen right now. It'll also be in the chat as well to learn more. Support of this family center in Columbia will mean a world of difference for the families it serves. And now I'll turn it over to Franklin for the question and answer session.
Thank you, Heather. I received a couple of messages in the chat and some direct messages as well. So here's one to sort of kick us off, start us off. The question in the chat was, will this family center serve only parents in Howard County? So Carrie, let me turn it over to you to respond to that particular question, if you don't mind.
Thank you, Franklin. Hi, I'm Carrie Stadden and the United Way project manager for the Family Center. Good question. And this center will be available to families who live or work in Howard County.
Thank you so very much. There's another question that we have here. Is this particular center only for low-income parents? So Heather, can you respond to that question for me, please?
Sure. So the center is not only for low-income parents, it is also, it's for any parent that lives or works within Howard County.
Thank you so very much for that. There is another question in the chat I'm looking. Actually, it was just a comment. Someone commented about the Women's Giving Circle and how much they're proud to be partners. Are there other questions? We just fielded two. Are there other questions that folks have on the call today?
Franklin, I received a question in the chat asking how we will recruit high quality childcare teachers, will salaries be competitive, and will we offer healthcare and other benefits? So we plan to, as far as the recruitment of high quality childcare teachers, so we have a very specific job description for the recruitment of teachers. We also, we have great partnerships in the county. Many of our partners are on this call here. Also with Maryland State Department of Education, with the ECAC, so a number of different people. And so we hope to be able to post all of those positions across all of those areas with partners, but then also just to put it out in the communities, because we hope to hire from within. Of course, we plan to hire from within the county. And so making sure that, you know, folks meet those qualifications with those childcare teachers. The salaries will be competitive. They are slightly above what the normal pay is. And we will be offering full benefits, so healthcare and full benefits.
Thank you for that, Heather, and thank you to whoever sent the direct message to you with that really good question. Any other questions from the participants? All right. We're really grateful again for everyone joining today. I think we have maybe just a few minutes, but I would just say we want to give you back a few moments of your own time, and thank you all so much for those questions. And as Heather said, for your consideration, right, for helping us bring this family center to life. It's wonderful to see that. It takes a village to raise a child, as they say, and we're counting on every single person on this screen to help us to do this as we move towards implementation. We appreciate your taking the time to be with us this morning, and we will certainly keep you posted on the progress of this project. Thanks again for being here, and do enjoy the rest of your day today. Should be a great day today by way of weather. Have a wonderful day, and we'll be keeping you in touch.